Welcome, Wapham crew, new listeners, new peepers, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, and foes. Whoever may be listening this evening beyond the Omniverse tonight, secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Sunday, October 8th, Monday, October 9th. For those of you across the pond and beyond, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. It's a great pleasure to have you this evening, all zero of you listening right now. You know, I was just looking at my Spreaker last night, all of my friends in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for listening. All my friends all over the place, all over the world. It just really blows my mind. We got Greece, Norway, Australia, India, Pakistan, South Africa, Portugal, United Kingdom, Greece, Norway, Ireland, Italy, Saudi Arabia, Belgium, Argentina, USA, Canada, as well as Australia, New Zealand. So many different places. It's amazing. It just really blows my mind. And really makes me happy that people are listening in so many places. It's amazing. Let me check really quick just to make sure my sound's okay. Looking good there. So hello to all my friends out there all across the world. Man, I wish I could just reach out and give all you guys a hug. So I'm your host, TessaTNT, and we are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. It's a small room. It's a hot room. Last night, it was a bit chilly. Tonight, it's a bit warm. I'm pretty blown away, at how warm it actually is. Yesterday, it was about 71, 72 degrees. Tonight, it's about 77 degrees Fahrenheit and 25 degrees Celsius. But yeah, I'm so glad you guys could join me this evening on Weird Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Like I said, I'm so stoked to have you tonight, listening with your hearing earballs. So if you're listening live right now, you may be listening to me on KPNL Radio, which you can find on KPNL Radio at kpnl-db.com. You may also find me on eTalk Radio, which you can find at etalk.tv/radio, as well as YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. You can watch there, but basically anywhere you want to go and listen to your podcast, go ahead and do that. And I would be honored to be your lovely host for this evening. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any snacks for you, so if you got popcorn popping, you got a nice, koozie drink going, maybe you got a hot toddy because you got a cold. I hope you feel better soon, but yeah. Just snuggle up, get all comfy, because it's story time tonight, boys and girls. If you don't mind, it'll take just a couple seconds. Just mosey on over to our YouTube under We Are Paradox Media. Give us a like. Please subscribe. And give that little bell a little tick. That way, next time we have an episode come up, you'll be made privy of it. You'll know when we're about to come out and do that. So, as I said before, tonight I have a treat for all of my guys and gals out there. Tonight, we are doing story time with me, TessaTNT. Before I go there, please vote for me right here. So all I have to do is get at least to second place. I'm in third place right now. So it won't take too much to put me in second place. And you can do it for free. You get free votes every day. Sometimes they do 2 times votes. And that's the same days that they do 2 times vote if you pay for it. It's super awesome. You actually get to help the kids from the B Plus Foundation, or B Positive. So it's a B Plus sign foundation. But this poor kid, so he played 3 games of soccer one day, and then he wasn't feeling good that night. And then the next day he just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And they took him in and got him checked out, and come to find out, I believe he had lupus or leukemia. I believe he had leukemia. And he ended up passing away about, I want to say 3 days, but I'm going to give it a positive and say about a week. And, his family is so loving and supportive, and his sister had actually made a sign, if you're going to go in this room, be positive, because that was his blood type and that was his characteristic. Like, he was always a positive individual. So yeah, if you're going to go in this room, be positive. So that was awesome. That was very intelligent and creative of her to do that for her big brother. But yeah, they ended up losing the fight with leukemia, and he ended up passing. But this is how, I think it's called the Curtis McDowell. Let me look it up really quick, and I could probably share it with you. Curtis McDowell B+ Foundation. But yeah, if I can show it to you. Okay, this is actually where I need to go. Face of horror. Sorry, my upper lip, I can feel it. It's all shreddy. Hey, I got my ghetto fan going. Luckily, you can't hear it. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share this screen really quick so you can see what the heck I'm talking about, because a lot of people, I actually did this competition last year, and I came pretty close to getting to the finals, but I didn't quite make it. My husband would not vote because he thought it was a total scam, and a lot of people think that too because they see the whole thing where it asks for your credit card. But if you scroll down, you can also say, hey, it's me, with your Facebook. So you don't have to use your card, you could just use your Facebook profile. But yeah, I gotta share this with you guys. So let me see. We're on the road to nowhere. Okay, you see it. Okay, so this is King Hodder. Can you hear him? Hold on, let me put this on because I can't hear. Oh, cool.
Into your bed and your dreams. You've seen it all, but you've never experienced horror like this. Many will enter, but only one will win. An epic photo shoot with me, King Hodder, a feature in Rumor magazine, and $13,000 in cash. Enter. If you dare. Watch your back.
He's so cute for an old guy, I'm telling you. King Hodder. That's my boy. So we're searching for the next face of horror. As we scroll down here, we will see this is King Hodder. King Hodder is a horror icon. He's an American author, stuntman, and actor best known for his portrayal of Jason Voorhees in the Friday the 13th. Guess what? We got a Friday the 13th coming up this next week. I'm super excited. I'm going to wear my Jason Voorhees shirt and my mask, and I think I got to look in my old car. I think that's where my machete is, but I'm missing my machete. Competitors will unlock exclusive interviews with the man behind the mask, and the next face of horror will join Hodder for a bone-chilling photo shoot. I'm super excited. So this is where, if I do win, I will get whisked away to Hollywood, aka Hollyweird. And this would be at the Woodbury House. Thrills, chills, and stills. The imminent face of horror will conjure with King Hodder. The Woodbury House. An iconic filming location known for American Horror Story, True Blood, and VHS, among others. The colonial revival structure was built in 1882 and has a haunted history with reports of aggressive spirits wandering the halls. What's up, Lilybug?
No, it's that nobody the show that we've seen.
Did you ask her?
No.
Well, go ask her. Say, hey, did you eat that? Or I was going to eat it. Just ask if she ate it.
Do I have to?
Well, I think if you're trying to find an answer instead of going to other places and having a little bit of drama, I would actually go and ask her if she ate that, when she in fact said you could have it. So I'd ask her just to be safe.
What said that he saw it?
He might have. Who knows? Maybe she was hungry. I don't know, but the best thing to do is get the word from the horse's mouth. If you're going to be in here, you got to come in and wave to everyone. Okay, well then get out. Bye, Felicia. Love you. Okay, so here's the next thing. Rue Morgue magazine. So I'll go head to head, supposedly, with King Plotter. Pretty sure he's going to, stabby jab me. But the photo shoot is for Rue Morgue magazine, a must read for horror fans, which I am. I was raised on horror. Delves into classic films, upcoming releases, and captivating interviews. The future face of horror will head to Hollywood for a one-of-a-kind photo shoot, with Kane Hodder leaving their mark on the page of this esteemed legacy. Hollyweird, the heart of horror, has shaped the genre from silent cinemas to iconic works like Dracula and Scream. So this is our wonderful host. Coming up next, Mr. Jim Vendiola. So Jim Vendiola is an award-winning Filipino-American filmmaker whose work explores themes of heartache, longing, liminality, eros, and pathos. He's been recognized by the industry with various awards, including the Best Director Award at the 2021 Chicago Underground Film Festival for his latest film, Pretty Pickle. And I got to see that last year. I really want to go to the Telluride Horror Fest. It's just like, can I afford it? And I know I can afford the tickets, but the staying there, maybe it'll be warm enough. I could just sleep in my vehicle up on a mountainside or something. But I really want to go. I just hope I get the tickets before they sell out. And his film was there last year. And I also want to make my own horror flick. Me and my daughter, Lily, that was just in here. She's 9 years old. No, she's 8. She's almost 9. But yeah, we've been doing scripts and everything. Like, we're trying to work this out. Anyway, he has been recognized by the industry with various awards, including the Best Director Award at the 2021 Chicago Underground Film Festival for his latest film, Pretty Pickle. Jim will be the spirit guide for competitors on their face of horror journey, offering unspeakable secrets to get ahead. And so he has done that. He's shared different videos where, as you can see him as Dracula, he'll use his voice and he'll do some pretty awesome videos to give us tips on things like that to go along with what we're doing in this competition. Exclusive workshops. So I have to say, this is pretty awesome. This Scream Queen, I can't remember what her name was, but she shared like her experiences, how she got into Hollywood, aka Hollyweird. And yeah, it's kind of like in the right place at the right time, or doing the right things at the right time. So I'm trying really hard to get through this competition, but it's really up to you guys. Vote free every day. If you keep doing that, I'm in the running. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to pull some strings. I'm gonna write to the Durango Herald and try to get some sort of article going there, so then the masses can see it. Yes, I do have flyers, and yes, I put them up in different places. But does everybody see that? No, because a lot of people, even since COVID, do not go out anymore. Like, they'll even get their groceries delivered to home. Doing door dashing, I've delivered groceries to people. So yes, unearth the eerie realm of horror with haunting workshops led by acclaimed special effects makeup artist Gabe Bartoles, visionary filmmaker, writer Adam Green, composer Rocky Gray, and actress Greta. That's who I saw last time, the Queen of Scream. That was pretty awesome. Competitors will step into the world of fright and discover the secrets behind crafting chilling experiences from those in the industry. So each level that you go up, the more and more that you'll learn about the horror genre and how to do your own films and stuff. No, I can't afford an expensive camera, but hey, the B-rate version I think is more compelling than the high class, like, I don't know, like, it really fills your eyes up version. Like, this is like more shady, more scary, and I think it's perfect for horror. Whiskey Tango girl. She won this last year. So her real name is Megan Higby, and she's known in the burlesque circuit as Whiskey Tango. She was named the first ever Face of Horror in 2022, and I really love her portfolio. So we all have pictures we post, and I'm still working on some. I want to do a photo shoot, like there's a kraken coming out of the ground right in front of this 24/7 gym that's here in Bayfield. I want to get in my witch garb and like pretend like I'm raising the kraken. But yeah, she had some really fun pictures and really fun things going. So I want to put that into my portfolio as well. And hopefully, like in the end, if I do make it to the end, it's up to you guys. If you vote for me, I'll make it there. If not, no. And you don't have to pay for votes. If you do, it goes to the Curtis McDowell B+ Foundation. But you can vote free every day. And believe it or not, voting free every day really, really helps. So she has been devouring horror since the age of 4 after seeing Gremlins for the first time. Holy shnikes, I think she's younger than me, because that was one of my first horror flicks. Do you know what the first scary movie I ever saw was? And I think it was because I was so young. I believe it was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And it was a really stormy day. And then my dad took me and my little brother to go see it. And I just remember being so freaked out because it was storming outside. And it's storming on the big screen too. And I believe that was the first time I ever saw a big screen. One of the last times was, as a child, was right before my mom passed. She was killed by a drunk driver, and we went and saw E.T. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to a drive-through theater or a drive-in theater. Drive-through, that'd be funny. Thank you, please pull forward. No, drive-in theater. So we park our car at a certain place. All the kids scurry up to the front, get on the swings, get on the slides, like interact with each other, etc. Then we all go get snacks, we get ready for the show. I got to watch E.T. for, I believe it was my 6th birthday. And my mom was so cool. I miss her, even though I didn't really know her very well. I hate her for certain reasons, but I love her. And I miss her because she was amazing. But yeah, she planned this whole thing. She bought me an E.T. doll and she put it in the cupboard in the kitchen. And we came into the house after going to the big screen and watching that in the drive-in theater. And I swear to God, there was cupboard noises. But I don't know. Maybe my mom knew how to... I know she knew how to interact with the spirit world. She's the spiritual side of me. But maybe she told them, hey, I'm going to bring her home. I'm going to hide this in the cupboard. And when we get home, can you please, make the cupboards, make some noise so it sounds like something's in there? I swear to God, when I came in, I heard something in the kitchen. I heard something. And then I go and open it up, and there's my very own E.T. doll. I had that for the longest time until I think we were... So like I said, when I was 5, almost 6, or basically 6, my mom passed. And then my dad took us from Arkansas to Florida because he was a pretty big coke dealer. And we actually got evicted from one house. And not only did I lose my E.T. doll and other things that were super important to me, we also lost home videos. And a lot of these were homemade horror flicks that we made with our family. Because my dad's always been into the video business. I don't know if you've seen on my profile, O'Brien Video and Photography. O'Brien is my grandmother's maiden name, and we are quite a bit Irish and quite a bit Northern European. But yeah, we had so many movies that we made, and damn, I wish I could have saved them. I wish instead of bringing my fucking hamster that died once we got back to Arkansas, I would have grabbed those videos. That would have meant so much more. But she loves to review films and create burlesque performances from iconic horror films and characters. Gotta tell you, this girl is super creative. And like I said, once I lost out and I went and looked at everybody's pictures, there's girls out there showing their booties and their titas and stuff like that. She has some very classy, very humorous pictures, and I really enjoyed her. Whiskey Tango, aka Megan Higby. Props to you, girl. You really know how to do that. Okay, so this is where we end up. This is what it's all about. So, yes, it's fun and games, yes. A lot of the proceeds go to the grand prizes, but this is what it's all about. We're trying to raise funds for the Andrew McDonough Foundation. So, man, I wish I could share that video with you guys that I saw. But supporting the Andrew McDonough B+ Foundation, or B positive. So Stephen King once said, we make up horrors to help us cope with the real ones. We all love the feeling of being scared. We also love knowing that it's all just fictional. Unfortunately, many of us will experience real-life horror at some point, such as the devastating effects of childhood cancer. But thanks to organizations like the Be Positive Foundation, childhood cancer doesn't have to be so scary. Face of Horror is proud to support the Be Positive Foundation to aid in their mission to provide financial assistance to families, fund childhood cancer research, bring awareness to the fight against childhood cancer, and spread positivity. So that to me is what is most important. We're helping kids with cancer, and that's super awesome. So I hope you guys can vote. If you vote for free, that's cool. Please vote free every day. But if you do decide to pay for votes, I have one tip for you. Wait until the 2 times day. So, excuse me. They always have a day where it's 2 times votes. So whether you're doing it for free or you're paying for it, you get 2 times. So if you spend 10, you get 20. If you spend 50, you get 100. If you want to do it for free, you get 2. So that's pretty awesome. Enough about that. Shall we go to story time? Are you ready, my little twitchy friend? I wish I knew who you were. You never say anything. You're always so quiet, okay? Well, I really enjoyed doing this story. Let me see. I think we're over here. I think I'm going to start over here. Like, I don't know, but I think it's here. Lupe Velez. It was obvious to Taylor and Benita Oki, following the screening, that Lupe had thought long and hard about the possibility, but neither of them thought she would go through with it. Underneath it all, Lupe Velez loved life and she loved Hollywood, aka Hollyweird. She would do anything to tarnish its image. At 3:15 a.m., Estelle Taylor left and asked Lupe to walk her down the long driveway to her car. Here, let me take this off. Get off. Turn this up at the screen. Taylor's large sedan went down Rodeo Drive towards Sunset Boulevard. As Lupe stared after her friend before returning to the warmth of her home on this chilly December morning. It appears by this time that Lupe had made up her mind and went to her bedroom and lay on the bed. About dawn, according to the coroner, estimating the time of death, she wrote 2 notes in her Mexican English scrawl. To Harold, may God forgive you and forgive me too, but I prefer to take my life away and our babies before I bring him with shame or killing him. On the back of the note, almost as an afterthought, she had written, "How could you, Harold? Fake such great love for me and our baby when all the time you didn't want us. I see no other way out for me, so goodbye and good luck to you. Love, Lupe." There was another note addressed to her secretary. "You and you alone know the facts and why I am taking my own life. Forgive me and don't think bad of me. I love you, Mommy. Mommy. So take care of my mother. And so goodbye and try to forgive me. Say also goodbye to all my friends and to the American press that always was so nice to me." The next day's headlines told the story. Film star Lupe Velez found dead in mystery. The Los Angeles Herald Express wrote, Lupe Velez, dynamic Mexican-American film star, was found dead from an overdose of sleeping pills in her home at 732 North Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. When found, she had her head in the toilet in the bathroom adjoining her bedroom. Police investigator found a note beside the body after being called to the house by Miss Velez's Mexican maid. Velez was 33 and was known for her tempestuousness both on and off screen. Following the discovery of Lupe's lifeless body by Juanita, the following coroner decided to hold an inquiry, as required by state law. While it was known Lupe had taken Seconum from the empty pillbox beside the bed. Without an autopsy, he could not tell whether or not it had been a lethal dose or whether death was due to drowning or perhaps a combination of both. I do not know. Estelle Taylor said at the inquest that Lupe talked constantly, the night before her death, of my baby. She said she had plenty of time to get rid of it, but again, she said, it's my baby. I couldn't commit murder and still live with myself. I would rather kill myself first. It was a tragic end to a stormy life and even stormier career in Hollywood, which started 15 years earlier when she had arrived with $1 in her purse. I'm telling you right now, I'm smelling pancakes. I'm smelling pancakes with butter and syrup. What the heck is that? It was a tragic end to a stormy life and even stormier career in Hollywood, which started 15 years earlier when she had arrived with $1 in her purse. At the time of her death, Lupe Velez had left her mark on the industry and Hollywood. Despite the verdict of suicide, there are still some unanswered questions about the death of Lupe Velez. Why, after all her long affairs and one-night stands spanning 15 years, did Lupe suddenly become pregnant? You know, you go on a good streak and then all of a sudden, oops. Oh no. She was known never to use any kind of birth control and did not like her men to do likewise. Fate? And yeah, from what we were reading earlier, she was pretty, she's pretty like in the sheets and doing it anywhere she could at any time. I'm surprised she didn't get pregnant before, but I think it's because perhaps the guy she was with at the time was not fertile, but she was. Anyways, why did she decide not to go to Mexico to have the baby and put it up for adoption? Who would do that? Who would go to Mexico to adopt their child out? I would do it in America or maybe even Canada. What was the real reason for Harold Raymond's reluctancy to marry Lupe? He was told it would do him more harm than good if he walked away from her. Did he have another wife somewhere in Europe or in the United States? It's hard to say. Why would Raymond pass up the chance at a lucrative career just when it looked promising, thanks to Lupe? Why did he tell everyone immediately after Lupe's death that he was not sure Lupe was pregnant? Why did he claim that sometimes she said she was and sometimes that she was not? That's kind of weird and perplexing. What do you think? Guys are weird. Was it because she knew her career was fading fast? There was no work in the offing and she wanted to get married for some sort of security. Everybody needs security in their life. Does it sound okay? Just wanting to make sure, asking for a friend. I'm going to put this out there. Just in case. Let me ask over here too. Is this sound okay? Hello? Hello? Alright. Well, we got our fillers out there for that. Well, let me know. My little Twitcher or YouTubers or whoever else is out there, let me know what's going on. Did Lupe suddenly decide she did not want to die and tried to bring up the pills and save herself and then didn't have the strength to pull her head from the toilet bowl? If she was messed up enough and she's trying to throw up in the toilet, she could have fallen forward. Like, you would think her shoulders would catch her, but if she was really small of stature, perhaps that didn't work and she drowned in the toilet. That would be so sad. In an interview following her death, Raymond said he told her on that day, December 14th, he would marry her. He used the lame excuse that his English was bad and that she misunderstood him when he talked the fake marriage. He said he did not want to enter into fake marriage. This statement lent credence to the possibility of a wife somewhere else.
Computer is.
Yes, it's on the dresser by the kitchen and dining room. That was Lilybug, everyone. Hello, goodbye, Lilybug. Alright. Oh, Lupe, you're so cute. Adios. Oh, it says it's a pet monkey. It looks like a freaking little dog or a hyena or something. Anyways, Newsweek magazine said Raymond first admitted and then denied that he had asked Lupe, who signed a statement that he would agree to the marriage only to give the baby a name. In another statement, he said, I suggested that we announce we had married 3 months before to protect the child, and to really be married as soon as my own affairs were settled. Another wife? Perhaps? Harrison Carroll, who had written about Lupe's career in Hollywood in his column in Los Angeles Herald Express for several years, wrote, After knowing Lupe for many years, I am confident she was never able to give the other men in her life the same attention we bestowed upon Gary Cooper in the days when both were struggling for recognition in Hollywood. Lupe Velez, like so many others in Hollywood, their personalities before her and after her died a very lonely death. Death she did not deserve. Harold Raymond was photographed visiting Lupe's body lying in repose in the Los Angeles funeral home. Then he quietly vanished from the Hollywood scene. He was never heard from again, even though several reporters from the Hearst papers, including Luella Parsons, tried to locate him. Whatever happened to him is another of Hollywood's unsolved mysteries, for which there is no answer. At the end, Hollywood trooped past Lupe's coffin to pay final respects to the tragic woman from whom good and bad were so curiously mixed. Among the mourners was a tiny bowed Mexican woman in dark clothing. She stopped to weep beside the body. Those close by heard her whisper in a sobbing, wracked voice, Adios, adios, nanita mia. Goodbye, goodbye, my little girl. The first time you buy a house, you think how pretty it is and sign the check. The second time you look for the termites or dry rot. It's the same with men. Lupe Velez. So here's a picture of Lupe with a pet monkey. I'm telling you, this looks like a freaking hyena. Look at that thing. Is that a monkey or a hyena? Or is it one of those from Madagascar? What is it called with like the ringtail? I can't remember, but we made it to a new chapter. Believe it or not, boys and girls. Oh man. I thought I had my vape in here, but I guess I don't. This is the second time I've tried this. It's a Rocky Road. It's a Rocky Road cigar, and it tastes delicious. So this next chapter is The Rebel's Dream Ends. So we have Nick Adams, Junie Maxwell, and Joey Bishop in a bucolic TV variety show in 1962. Look at these guys. They're all stacked up. Brown, chicken, brown, chicken, brown, can. We're getting pretty close to the end. When we get to the end, we're gonna be dealing with some psychopaths, because I have a book over here, and it's the most evil psychopaths. I'm pretty excited to get into that. Come on, Jason, stand up. Nick Adams is Johnny Yuma, the rebel in the TV series, which ran for 3 years on ABC. Look at Mr. Johnny Yuma. Look at that guy. And he is stood. Just look at him. You got his pistol there. He's about to knock someone out with his bullets. Chapter 10. The Lonely Death of Johnny Yuma / Nick Adams. Absolutely, it wasn't suicide. We were so close that if he'd intended that, I'd have known about it. Murder? I don't know. Could be foul play. Hollywood is Holly weird, and I would expect no less. There's all kinds of crazy things happening there. He came from the relentless poverty of Appalachia, a washed-up coal miner's son who Americanized his name from Adam Shock to Adams. He idolized James Dean. He worshipped Natalie Wood. He venerated Robert Wagner. He taught Natalie the facts of life and went along as a chaperone on her first honeymoon with Wagner. Well, isn't that interesting? He was Hollywood's quintessential outsider, a fighter both on and off the screen. The cryptic police report on his death shocked and astonished all of Hollywood. Motion picture and television actor Nick Adams was found dead in the upstairs bedroom of his Beverly Hills home. The cause of death was not immediately determined. The body was discovered by Irvin Roeder, attorney and personal friend of the actor, who told police he went to Adams' home when Adams failed to meet him for a dinner date. It was late on Wednesday night, February 7th, 1968, when Roeder decided to find out why Nick had failed to keep a dinner date with him the night before. Roeder had been Nick Adams's attorney and close friend for several years. He said it was very unlike Nick not to show up for a scheduled appointment. Roeder said Adams' phone had remained unanswered despite his persistent calling. This was in the days before electronic wizardry had fully developed the telephone answering machine to confirm or refute such claims. Adams did not have one. Roeder arrived at Nick's home on 2126 El Roble Lane, in the exclusive Trousdale Estates section of Beverly Hills. Nick had leased the home for several months. Roeder tried to enter Nick's home, but the front and back doors were secure. According to Roeder's account to the police, there were no witnesses to bear out his statements. So there's an asterisk here, and I generally read that just so you guys are in the know, and I need to know too. So following his death, it was discovered that most of Adams' memorabilia was missing from the house. Oh, surprise, surprise. These items included his Johnny Yuma hat, an old coal miner's cap of his father's, and several other items his family has not been able to locate since his death. These items all disappeared during the first hour or two of Roeder discovering Adams' body. So I have to say, when it comes to Hollywood, they don't call the police first. They'll call the agents or whoever is pushing them. So they call Hollyweird, they call their agents, they call all these different people. It could take 3 to 5 hours before they call the actual police and get something going, but pretty shady, I have to tell you. Police reports make no mention as to why there was no car in the garage, except the car driven by Roeder. It was muddy from fresh rains. The registration was never checked. If it had been, it would have shown to be in the name of a car rental company, which rented the car to Nick's production company a few days before. Roeder told the police he could not see or hear any signs of life, not even a light in the house. As an attorney, Roeder knew something was wrong. He forced open a rear window to gain access to the 2-story house on the side of a hill. After finding nothing remiss on the first floor, the attorney of dubious reputation walked up the stairs cautiously and pushed open the door to Nick's bedroom. He found that he was looking for as soon as he switched on the light. The rebel, fully clothed in denims and shirt, and with a blank stare, was propped against the wall in a sitting position. That is strange. A telephone was within several inches of his left hand, next to the bed. The room was in order, but one look told Roeder his troubled friend would be troubled nevermore. According to Roeder's story of Nick's death, he told the detectives that he immediately placed a call to the West Los Angeles police station from the bedside telephone less than 2 feet away from Nick's body. The potentially life-saving instrument was in its cradle, untouched by Nick. When the police arrived, to their puzzlement, they found no syringes, pill bottles, or medicine glasses, nothing to indicate that Nick's death was anything but natural causes. If it was foul play, his death was arranged very carefully. The coroner was called and Nick's body, his dream ended, was removed to a cold marble slab in the Los Angeles County morgue. This was a far cry from the limelight Nick Adams had been used to, and only 2 blocks away from the Los Angeles Superior Court building, where Nick had waged a long and bitter divorce and custody battle with his ex-wife, Carol Nugent. I wonder if she's related to Ted Nugent. It's hard to say. I don't know. If they had handed out an Emmy each year for grit, resourcefulness, and unflinching good spirits in the face of impossible odds, the winner, hands down, would have gone to an extraordinary young man christened Nicholas Adam Shaw in the coal mining town of Nanticoke, Pennsylvania. AKA Nick Adams, he starred for 2 years as ABC TV's Johnny Yuma, aka The Rebel. He also received an Oscar nomination for his role of an accused murderer in Twilight of Honor, and co-starred with Andy Griffith in No Time for Sergeants. Andy was pretty talented. Nick Adams came into show business from the pool halls of Jersey City. The very fact that he, a coal miner's son, imagined he could seem rather presumptuous. This becomes increasingly clear when you consider the many years of study put in by most established actors and actresses. Very few have had their own television series within a few years of arriving in Hollywood without paying their dues. Adams was totally ignorant of even the most rudimentary aspects of show business. He had even been tossed out of high school play for ineptitude. Moreover, he was slight of build, just 5'8", not handsome enough to be a leading man, basically a nobody. So we have Nick Adams and Eleanor Donahue in a scene from General Electric Theater's A Voice on the Phone. And then we have Nick Adams talking to his closest friends Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood on the set of In Love and War. Adams was not in the film, but he was so close to Wagner and Wood that he accompanied them on their honeymoon. That is so fucking weird. Anyways, and was Natalie's first lover when she was 14. Oh my goodness. With the request of Natalie's mother. So maybe, like, just in case she wasn't happy with the marriage, she can consolidate it with her first love. I don't know, that is so weird. Nick Adams and Andy Griffith in No Time for Sergeants, 1958. So, here's the first one I spoke about. Look at these two. More, isn't it romantical? And then we have the 3 of them there. And then we have them here. Wow. Were it not for his stubborn refusal to recognize anything as impossible, he probably would have remained a nobody. This presumption paid off very nicely for the then 29-year-old Nick Adams. He was cast for The Rebel and was paid $5,000 every 3 shooting days, a tidy sum in the late 1950s and early 1960s. This is Adams' tale of how it all happened for him. And I have to say that, like, for the women in Hollywood that have worked so hard just to get their names out there, they made not even a quarter of that. They made so much less. I don't know why men always get paid for these certain things. I'm not talking shit about men, but back in the day, it's just like, hello, what's going on? So, one day between trips to the pool hall in Jersey City, where his family had moved to get away from the mines, he read a story in the New York Daily News about how Guy Madison had hitchhiked to Hollywood, was discovered, and became a star. One day between trips to the pool hall, Adams admitted it was nothing. I wanted to be something, but I didn't know how. What Nick Adamshock did was take a bus across the East River to Manhattan, found the theatrical district and a marquee which read Henry Fonda in Mr. Roberts. He told the stage doorman, who did his best to conceal his mirth, that he wanted to be in the play. He was told that the play was already cast and that it took a great deal of training to become an actor. Nick admitted he was downcast but not beaten. After all, he was raised in Appalachia, one of the toughest areas in the country. Hardship was nothing new to Nick. He went around the corner from the theater to a bookstore in pursuit of a book which would tell him how to act. Believe it? As it turned out, the store had a salesman who happened to know about some auditions being held that day at Carnegie Hall for Sean O'Casey's The Silver Tassel. What he was really doing was trying to sell me a book of O'Casey's plays, noted Nick. He hurried over to Carnegie Hall, where he ran into an actor named Jack Palance. By mere chance, the two discovered that Palance hailed from the same coal mining area around Nanticoke, where Nick was born. Palance liked him and fixed it so he could indeed have an audition. It was typical of Nick Adams to blithely tell everyone, including his studio biographers, that he played with Palance in Silver Tassel. The fact is, he never got a part in the play at all. What really happened was that Palance, realizing his inexperience, sent him upstairs to the recital hall where the junior theater was holding tryouts for Tom Sawyer. I love that book. That's amazing. If you haven't read it, you should read it. Here he got a part as Muff Potter. Subsequently, he got others, gaining more and more confidence in himself as the parts grew in size. Still, Nick Adams was nowhere. He had yet to be paid for appearing in a show. He had never played a major part and made his meager living as a pool hustler in Jersey City. I've been called a shark before, but when it really counts, I can't pull it out. I think I drank too much at that point. Anyways, undaunted, 10 months later, he withdrew $300 from his savings account, all he had in the world. He scribbled, "Hollywood, here I come," across the passbook, and, in the great tradition of unknown stars, hitchhiked across the country to Hollywood in 1950. I don't know if you know the story about Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey wrote himself a check for, I believe it was $10 million or something like that, and kept it forever. You could tell he had it in his wallet as he opened and closed it and such, and he pulled it out on the Jay Leno show and some other shows to say, "I put this out into the universe. I said I was going to be this, and so I shall. Just like I am with this right here. Vote for your gal." But anywho's, he did that. And luckily his dad got to see it and his maja. So that was very nice. Hollywood obviously was not ready for Nick Adams. The Beverly Hills police picked him up and gave him a free ride to the city limits with very emphatic instructions not to return. Or emphatic, not empathic. Unfazed, Nick returned, made the rounds of the casting offices, found a place to live in a boiler room in exchange for mowing the lawn, and somehow got himself an agent, a major feat in itself. "I gave him the silver tassel bit," said Adams, "and how great I was with Palance. Then I'd go into my impersonations. Then I'd just talk, figuring somebody just has to discover me." It took a while, so Nick did what he could to get by. The only problem was he kept losing regular jobs. When his employers discovered he was an actor, they'd fire him. He was a fry cook, a delivery truck driver, and gas station jockey. He lost his service station job across the street from NBC because he delivered his Cagney impersonations along with the gas. "Can you quit giving me impersonations and just fill up my tank? Thanks." Adams finally landed a cushy job as usher, relief doorman, and general maintenance man at a theater in Beverly Hills, but he managed to blow that one too. in typical Adams fashion, but part of his job was to change the marquee, and one night he couldn't resist the temptation to put his name up in lights. You go, boy, put it out there to the universe. You do this. It looked fine to everyone, but the manager, retro. There was a great deal of irony in that caper. Some 8 years later, his name was on that same marquee. This time, for real. For real, for real. Nick kept a large photograph in his home showing himself standing in front of the real thing. This time, however, the marquee read, Andy Griffith and Nick Adams in No Time for Sergeants. So we're going to go to music break just a little early because, man, actually, maybe I shouldn't unless I change like what I'm going to play at the end. So let's go for this, and hopefully we'll go for the long video instead of the short one. But let's see how it goes. What I'm talking about, like here we go. So we have Mr. Jeff Hilliard with his song, Finger Bang Your Day, one of my favorites. Consensual Sex Fan, awesome video. You need to see it. Go to YouTube, check it out. Clock That Hills, Silicone Wave, and Multitude. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
When your life is a never-ending train wreck, and you feel like you're drowning in a sea of regret, with a bit of oppression pressing down on your neck, it hurts so bad. When your overwhelming hatred kills your heart's desire, and reality starts looking like a dumpster fire, you start bitching to me, but you're preaching to the choir. You don't need to be so mad, 'cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world goes completely insane, open your heart, stand up and sing, I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah, I'll finger bang my day. That's right. You gotta make the choice to give it all you've got, and make your day long with pleasure, really make it hot, because your day deserves a lover that pulls out the stops. Come on, it's not so hard, 'cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world blows up in our face, what else could we do but stand up and sing, I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah, finger bang my day. Hey, what are we really doing? We can't live in a world that has this much hate. We have to get honest with ourselves. We have to take stock in what our part is in all of this madness. We have to let go, and we focus on giving love, setting that intention. And each and every single one of us gets up every day with the intention to give love. And we do it. We go out there and we give love every single day. Each one of us gets out there and makes love to our day, giving our day a multiple orgasm. The whole world will be orgasmic for the rest of eternity. Sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world is fucking insane, we open our hearts, stand up and sing, I'm gonna finger bang
Desperate and pathetic, nothing but a coward. You're a fool with nothing to offer. No one will ever believe you. They see you for what you are. You're just a fraud, a shell of a person. And now the power of the spirit of penetrate the demons that have you. They ensnare you into the depths of the hate. I am the son of God.
I just got a package, I can't wait to get home. I spent all day tracking the shipment on my phone. All that she was lacking, I ordered custom. I can't wait to get some, take it to the bedroom. Bitches always nagging, now I got the air. I send this bitch is packing, going my way. I have a new attraction, don't care what you say, it's better in every way. Now baby, baby, it's time to play. We're gonna make us a tape and show everyone the way. Cause I'm going my way, riding up the Silicon Way. I wanna see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play. Just second grade to my Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play. She don't need expensive date nights. Never talks back, I'm always right. Stuff it in her face with all my might. She don't even care, we don't ever fight. She never cries when I'm testing the suspension. We blow it up like it's fucking Armageddon. We make the videos because this is perfection. Look at this erection, I don't need protection. Cause I'm going my way, riding up the Silicon Way. I wanna see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play. Just second grade to my Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play. With my new real dog, I'm gonna play. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play.
The woman of my dreams.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Fais-moi l'amour.
Je suis amoureux.
Je pense toujours à
Enchanté,
tu es charmant.
ma chérie. Mon
Tu es
futur
charmant.
dans une hostie.
Tu
Ils étaient le nipple.
es chaud. Fais-moi
It's like living on a super yacht, making love to a robot. It's like owning a football team, but having sex with a robot. It's like winning an Oscar and Emmy and Grammy when you're fucking a robot. It's like saving a family with a newborn from a fire, but you're fucking a robot. I'm going my way, riding up the Silicon Way. I wanna see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play. Just second grade to my Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to
I got molar moves, got that molar too. You think it's wrong? I could've had too long. Fuck that. Check these molar moves. You need a molar too. I can do no wrong. Back of the head long, never gonna cut it.
all these hookers sweet on me. Look at them chasing me, showing me that ass. And I bagged up to snatch. I do this shit for free. Go down your mama till 3. She's taking selfies with the mullet like it's history. How can I maneuver you with that pussy, dude? You sit like Buddha waiting on it to come to you. My lines are straight to the point. She shows me gratitude. So what's your latitude? Let's adjust your attitude. Hit up with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini.
I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that.
Hit up with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini.
Check these molar moves. You need a molar too. I can do no wrong. Back of the head long, never gonna cut it.
Hit up with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini. You're like the butt of a butter knife cutting up panini. So climb back in your kangaroo pouch like a rolling genie. These moves are hot, these locks I got. This power cannot be disputed and it can't be bought. So you can find me in the studio with all these thoughts. You wanna buy my style, but you can't be what you're not, neighbor.
I got molar moves, I got that molar too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these molar gonna cut it. Got that motherfucking ballin'. You wanna touch it?
Yeah. Next time you come around here with your bitch ass, just remember how my mullet makes your hose pussy drip, drip, drip.
I got mullet moves, I got that mullet too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these mullet moves. You need a mullet too. I can get no wrong. Never gonna cut it. I got mullet moves, I got that mullet too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these mullet moves. You need a mullet too. I can get no wrong. Never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it.
Drip, drip,
Mullet moves. Don't touch the mullet, bitch. Mullet moves.
drip, drip.
Mullet moves. Never gonna cut it.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That was Mr. Jeff Hilliard. I love that guy. I love his personality. When he first reached out to me on Facebook, holy shnikes. Here, let me take this off. Now I'm pulling my own hair. Anyways, I thought it was a joke. So it was that song that just played, Multitude, and I was like, is this guy fucking with me? Like, did he see my picture from junior high school and he knows I had a mullet? Because, sorry, my hair's all fucked up. Let me turn off this ghetto fan. So yeah, I thought, you know, maybe somebody told him something, and I thought this guy was messing with me. And then he sent me more and more and more songs, and I was just like, holy shnikes, dude. This guy is talented, and he's won award after award after award. In Los Angeles, Las Vegas, like all over the place. This guy is everywhere. So if you haven't seen him yet, go check out YouTube, look up Jeff Hilliard, and check him out. Like, his videos are epic. One of my favorite ones is Abandoned, which is going to be next break, but also Consensual Sex Fan and Multitude, and it's crazy. Like, he'll share pictures, and then he'll have portraits, and he'll have portraits within portraits, and portraits within portraits, and he is so creative. I just love that guy. Really do. Trying to find this other vape. I don't know what I did with it. This one's my old one, but it's still working. It's the Pastel Cartel. Oh, incoming.
I have a present for you.
You do. Thank you. Look, I got some Reese's miniature cups. Yummy, yum, yum. Thanks, Bug. Love you too. Oh my goodness. Trying to awaken the fat girl within me, but it's not gonna work right now. Okay, trying to see where we were at. Man. So in 1952, the draft got him, and the Coast Guard decided to make Nick the featured player on a frigate on the California coast. One day in June 1954, shortly after his destroyer escort pulled into Long Beach Harbor, Nick was sitting in the radio shack reading the newspapers. He read that director John Ford was casting, of all things, Mr. Roberts at Warner Brothers Studios. Recalled Nick, I figured, who could play a sailor better than a sailor? Besides, Cagney was in the picture. Boy, maybe I could even imitate in it. Who knows? You could. To Nick's mind, the part was practically fait accompli. He put on his dress whites, boarded a bus, rode to Burbank, and boldly walked through the front gate. He managed to find the casting office. Everyone was out to lunch except for one man sitting with his feet up on the front desk, fiddling with a fishing reel. Know anything about fishing rods, kid? The man asked. Naturally, being Nick Adams, he said, yes. Adams' luck was still holding. The man turned out to be Warner Brothers veteran casting director Sully Biano. Very nice. Right place, right time, right, kids? He liked me, and first thing you know, we were up in Ford's office, Adams related. Well, I started to talk. I gave him the old silver tassel bit. Then I did my impersonations, Grant, Brando, Cagney. I guess Ford was pretty taken aback. He looked at me and asked, "Where did you come from?" Let me make sure my sound's working, because I hate it when people come in and leave, and then it's like, why? Is my sound muted? What's happening? Maybe I need more cowbell. I don't know. So, I explained I was a Coast Guard radio man with enough leave coming to me to make a picture. He said, "Do you imitate the radio too?" "Sure," and I did. Morse code. "What does that spell?" Ford asked. "Give the kid a break," I answered. The next thing Adams knew, he was on a plane to Hawaii with Fonda, Cagney, and the rest of the Mr. Roberts cast and crew. It was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, Nick related. I knew every line in the script, and I was riding so high, I thought if Jack Lemmon got sick, we could even play Ensign Pulver. Fiona liked Nick, as did Murray Leroy, who took over Mr. Roberts when John Ford became ill. Plus, Nick Adams went on to make half a dozen movies for Warner Brothers. These pictures included a small scene with his idol, James Dean, and another tragic actor and actress from the same film, Sal Mineo and Natalie Wood. This classic bit of cinema is, of course, Rebel Without a Cause. During filming, Nick became oh so friendly with Natalie and her family. It was Adams who eventually taught Natalie the facts of life at the request of her mother. He even accompanied R.J. Wagner and Natalie on their first honeymoon, which is super weird. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, all my Canadians! Thanks for letting us know, Sister Sandra. Holy shnikes! It's not even in my calendar. Wow. I thought your guys's was the week before ours. Weird. Well, I'll take your word for it. Oh, yep, I see it. Tomorrow, the 9th is Thanksgiving. Wow, so I'm going to message Vern really quick and make sure Floyd's not downloading something. Floyd should not even be on the computer. He should be in the shower getting ready for school tomorrow. So, wrong person. Can you please make sure nobody, Bubby, is downloading anything? Downloading anything or playing on the computer? Showers shall commence. I'm pointing the finger from here. Proceed with caution. You never want to jump in the shower. You want to get in there easily. Right, where the heck were we? James Dean and Adams also became inseparable. When Dean was killed, it was an enormous shock to Nick. He began to emulate Dean's wild ways, picking up 9 tickets for speeding in the course of 1 year. There's an asterisk here, and it says, of 7 members of the cast and crew of Rebel Without a Cause, 6 died at an early age of tragic, mostly unsolved mysteries. James Dean, Sal Mineo, so his was solved. Natalie Wood and Nick Adams. Jim Backus died of Parkinson's disease in 1988. Director Nicholas Ray died of lung cancer, and producer David Weisbart of an unannounced illness at the age of 46. These days, deaths are recounted in Hollywood's Unsolved Mysteries Volume 1. So we need to go back to that. Yeah, that was weird, huh, Sandra? I was like, what the heck? So I sent a message to Vern to make sure Floyd is not downloading anything or playing World of Tanks, because that takes a lot of, whatever they call it, for me to broadcast and be uninterrupted. Like, all I ask for is 2 days. Come on, give me a break. He should be catching up on science and getting his grades back up, to be honest. Alright. James Dean Adams. Yep, already read that. I became a highway delinquent myself, he declared. I was placed on probation, but I kept on racing. Nowhere. And suddenly, the trail to nowhere ended. The fast lane to no place found a temporary destination when Nick met actress Carol Nugent. Like I said, I wonder if she's related to Ted Nugent. I'm not sure. Yay, thanks, Sandra, for letting me know. Because I often wonder, like, is the sound okay? Because I can do an update or different things like that, and all of a sudden it changes. So it's a pain in the bloody ass, tell you what. So thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to vote right there. See it? Guys? Alright. Fast lane to no place found a temporary destination when Nick met actress Carol Nugent, and I asked, was that Ted Nugent's mother or grandmother? That is when he came up with a screen character, Johnny Yuma, and told successful television producer Andrew Finneday about it at a Hollywood party. Now in continual reruns around the world, the credits still read, created by Andrew J. Finneday and Nick Adams. The series, The Rebel, was the saga of an erroneously cashiered Confederate cavalry commander with fists, knives, 6-shooters, a sawed-off shotgun, and compassion. You can't forget that. He went around solving other people's problems in the Wild West of the 1980s, or 1890s, sorry. I got those numbers a little backwards. Yay, thanks, Sandra. For 2 years, Nick Adams of Nanticoke, Pennsylvania, and Jersey City, New Jersey, was a very hot property. As the saying goes, in Neverland. Considering her to be a good influence, Nick married Carol and they started a family. Allison Lee Adams was born in 1960, and Jeb Stuart Adams, now an actor 2 years later. Then the series was abruptly canceled. The weekly paycheck stopped, and Adams struggled to find parts. He did bit roles and an occasional feature film. He made one in England and another in Rome. The marriage unraveled, first a separation, then a divorce. Bitter battle of custody of the children erupted. Luckily, the case was heard by a judge recently appointed by the then Governor Ronald Reagan. The judge had toiled for Reagan during his California gubernatorial campaign and was appointed early in Reagan's first term. Nick Adams had friends close to Reagan, who made the call to procure the judge for the trial. Nick won the custody battle, but all was not paradise. During Carol Nugent's visitation times, her new boyfriend, Paul Rapp, was practicing parental privilege by disciplining his children. Oh no. Oh no. Nick got another friendly court commissioner to issue an order. Henceforth, Carol could visit with her children, but not in the presence of non-related male adults. But this time, Nick Adams' career started to turn the corner and pick up. He found himself once more in demand. Producers began to realize that Nick Adams could play most any type of role. A deranged killer, the boy next door, a southern rake, a deputy sheriff of the Old West, or cop on the beat. He could do them all and be believable. Returning from a location in Mexico, Nick had a few days at home before leaving for Rome to start work on yet another film, which would pay him $50,000 plus, first-class travel, and all expenses. The Italian producers wanted a recognizable name in order to release the film in the United States. Adams called Roeder on his return and they made a date to discuss the picture, investments for the future, and some other deals for pictures which were pending. The rebel never made that dinner date. Fred Warren, Nick's next-door neighbor on El Robo Lane, said Nick had the children with him the weekend before his body was discovered. They were still in Nick's custody, but while he was out of the country, they had been living with their mother. Warren told police that Nick appeared in excellent spirits as he romped in the garden behind the house with his beloved children. They adored their father, and they were aware of the fight, an expensive one, which Nick had waged over their custody. To win them, Nick alleged that Carol was an unfit mother because of an ongoing affair with Rapp. While the children were in the house and guys can whore around with whoever the fuck they want to, not even care. So that happy weekend was the last time Nick was ever to be seen. Or to see Allison Lee 8 and Jeb Stewart Adams 6. That's so sad. Like, I feel bad for adults when they lose their lives or different things like that happen, but I feel really bad for the kids because they're the ones that it really hits the most. Following the discovery of Nick's body, a lot of strange things came to light from friends and relatives. First of all, the day of Nick's death, February 5th, obviously prior to the time of his dinner with Roeder, Nick's family received a lot of hang-up telephone calls. That's so weird. When the receiver was picked up or hung up. Why? Nick Adams was a prolific diary keeper. When he was on location, he carried a portable tape recorder. On returning to his home, these entries, which were made on a portable reel-to-reel machine, no cassette machines were then available, were transcribed by a secretary in Roeder's office. If they weren't too personal. If they were, Nick typed them up himself on an old portable in his house. After his death, no trace could be found of Nick's journals. That's just like when my uncle died, so he was basically murdered by the hospital. My sister went after the nurse. Had she gone after the doctors, she would have won, but the nurse was just doing her job, so. Even though she's the one that gave it to him, she was just taking orders, so. I don't know. But anywho, he had tons of journals that he had stored, and for us to catch up on as like family, his legacy, to read and learn from him and his personal escapades or struggles. But I think Brenda, we call her the evil bee, for Biat, pretty sure she just threw them away. Just like when I searched his trash the day we got called in that he had died because he got overdosed with fentanyl. I found his journal and other things in the trash. He would have never done that. So somebody threw those away. Luckily, I retrieved them. I'm not a dumpster diver, but I knew things were bad, and I knew when I looked at the trash what the hell was going on. And my mom thought that she was at work. That's why she wasn't answering her phone. But no, she was at my uncle's house, like stealing all his shit. I told her, no, she's not at work. She's at Uncle Bill's. And we went over there and holy shnikes. My mom fought the dude. I got some stuff out of her. It was my Uncle Daddy Bill's like journal and some checks from the state that she was going to cash because she's his wife and she has access. She's actually his ex-wife. So it was just so messed up. But yeah, I drove his car from the house and it was like beep, 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 beep. Like he was just honking to everyone like, I made it to the other side. I don't know, it's pretty amazing. Anyways, let's continue here, shall we? So after his death, no trace could be found of Nick's journals, all including the battery-operated recorder, were missing from his effects. Further, Nick's brother, a doctor, said much of Nick's memorabilia was also missing. This included, oh man, I think I read that already. Someone who knew Roeder and Adams squealed that a lot of the memorabilia from Nick's house was seen in Roeder's home, which he shared with his girlfriend. There's an asterisk there, so I have to let you know what it says, right? 10 years following Nick Adams' death, Roeder was shot in the driveway of his home after returning from a business dinner. This stuff is so shady and dirty, it's crazy. It was believed to be a contract killing. 2 days later, Roeder's girlfriend Jenny was also gunned down. Oh my gosh. This was one day after advising what must be a non-attributable source that she would call and tell them what really happened to Nick Adams. Holy shit. None of it was willed to Roeder, even though it was now believed that Roeder knew exactly what had happened to Nick Adams. The police immediately assumed that his sudden death was due to natural causes. Roeder said Nick, skilled in karate and judo, had been in excellent health. When Carol Nugent Adams was reached at her home by reporters, she broke down when told of the tragedy. Oh my god, it's terrible, I can't talk now, she gasped. What puzzled the police during this investigation, following the discovery of Nick Adams' body by Roeder, was that no means of ingestion, as in Monroe case, were found near the body. Furthermore, no container holding the substance was found anywhere in the house, according to the police. Coroner Noguchi, so let's think of Elvis and Marilyn and all these other shady dealings that this coroner has done. Like, forget that guy. I don't even know why he's still in work or practice. Said that the dose of peroxide found in Nick's body following an autopsy would cause almost instantaneous death. How then did Nick Adams ingest the deadly substance? When he was originally given a prescription for the drug because of hypertension due to his divorce, he was warned by his doctor that it was dangerous and to be careful of his dosage. Why did Irvin tip Roeder not tell the police that he was driving the car in the garage and that it was the car Nick had rented on his return from Mexico? Why you hiding shit? These questions were never answered by the police or the coroner and have puzzled people close to Nick since February 7th, 1968, the day his body was discovered by Roeder. Prior to the official autopsy hearing, the coroner shed some light on the case. Thomas Noguchi, dirty bastard who turns up in so many of Hollywood's unsolved mysteries, do tell, said he found 0.037 of formaldehyde in the blood, which in itself would not be enough to of the foul-smelling liquid to cause death. There's another asterisk and it says, formaldehyde is a colorless liquid produced by the polymerization of formaldehyde, having a strong nauseating smell and used in medicine as a hypnotic and sedative. It is sometimes used to treat cases of deliriums tremens, or DTs brought on by severe alcohol use, or in Adams's case, we were told, severe nervous disorders or problems. So it was equivalent to 0.30 cc's taken orally, a normal dose. But what did cause Nick's death, either accidentally or on purpose, was mixing the formaldehyde with sedatives and other drugs, remains of which I found in the organs, said Noguchi's report. Forget about it. The telling statement was made by an investigating officer of the police department homicide division. We know Nick had been in the habit of taking formaldehyde for severe condition brought about chiefly by his divorce and domestic problems. But Nick knew how and when to take it. I am sure he would not take an overdose or mix it with anything else. Nick Adams seldom drank. In fact, said one of his close friends, I'd been to many parties with Nick and he was less than a social drinker, and I'm sure he would not commit suicide. He was a Catholic, and a good one, in spite of his divorce from Carol. I would feel remiss, as an old friend, if I didn't say I'm sure Nick wasn't taking formaldehyde for any kind of alcoholism. In fact, a group of us were saying just the other night we'd never seen Nick even slightly intoxicated. He just did not like it. Well, I sure do. It was known that Adams was trying to curtail his usage of formaldehyde ever since he gained custody of his children, and his life was coming back together again with acting offers. In fact, when it was prescribed for him, it was in very small quantities, no more than 1 or 2 doses at a time. This could have been the reason that the police found none of the substance in the house following Adams's death, nor any empty container anywhere in the house or in the trash cans. So it was known that Adams had not renewed his dosage prescription since before he left for Mexico. So we have different stars going along to do kind of like a rollout. Could it be that Nick Adams was forced to drink the formaldehyde laced with sedatives? Or that it was given to him in some other substance in disguise? Or disguising the odor? Number 2. The police found no trace of the substance anywhere in the house, yet it was in his body? Like, what the heck? There were no empty prescription bottles, no sedatives, nothing which might have once contained formaldehyde. Could this, or all other containers, have been removed from the house by Nick's murderer? Perhaps, or maybe even his crew, if he had some peeps with him? Pretty sure they would have cleaned up just like after Elvis. So many people had their fingers in the pie for that. If so, why? It should have been a dead giveaway that Adams was murdered. This had been done the night before Roeder discovered the body. It was a well-known fact that Nick Adams had paid Roeder's law firm a great deal of money during his divorce, and that Roeder had a lot to say in the handling of Nick's finances and fees for his acting assignments. So we have 3 little stars here. Star number 1. If Nick Adams have found some major discrepancies in his accounts in his return from Mexico? Number 2. Did he advise Roeder and his partner that this was the case, and that he wanted a complete accounting of his funds? Number 3. Could this possibly be the reason that Nick Adams never kept his dinner to tip Roeder on February 5th, 1968, and that the reference to these monies and their disposition were noted in Nick's journal, hence the reason they disappeared? So we got to cover up the first 2, eh? Nick Adams put his brother through medical school and sent most of his Coast Guard paycheck home to his parents to help them out with their very limited income as supers in the Jersey City apartment house. Because of his background of near poverty while growing up, Nick usually knew where every cent he earned was going and to whom and who and how. It is a fact that he discovered that more of his funds had been going somewhere other than where they should have been going, hence the reason for his murder. When one considers murder and not suicide and the demise of Nick Adams, one has to consider a glaring fact. Sorry, just got itchy nose. There were no syringes in or near the bedroom, none in either bathroom, none near the body of Nick Adams. Coroner Noguchi stated that the mixture found in Adams's body would have caused instantaneous death, so therefore there should be some sort of vial or heavy or syringe or something nearby, right? There was no time for Adams to rid the scene of any paraphernalia such as syringes or containers. That's what we just said. Therefore, it had to be murder. There are only 2 ways that Adams could have died: murder or suicide. We can rule out suicide because there were none of the telltale traces usually found at scenes of bizarre deaths, such as this one. So we have 3 more stars. Why was there no note of his beloved children? Or to his beloved children? Why? Number 2. Why was there no trace whatsoever of the means by which drugs were introduced into his body? Is it because they cleaned up the scene? And having won custody of his children on his terms, having finally gotten a second chance at a film career, why would a devout Catholic take his own life under those upbeat circumstances? Like, none of this makes sense. Who killed Nick Adams? Why did Los Angeles Police Department not delve deep into the death of Nick Adams? Could pressure have been brought to bear by one or more members of the oligarchy, possibly friends of his killer, to keep it quiet and keep it tidy? Sorry, I would use my other hand, but it's under the book. Probably, conceivably, or is it inconceivable? Because of this possible scenario, only the killer, who is now probably dead, and the rebel know for sure. The death of Johnny Yuma will always go down as another of Hollywood's unsolved mysteries. Fade out. Check that out. Let's fade out. Look how far we have to go. We have this little bitty bit. Epilogue. Well, how long is this? Oh, man. And then there's endnotes with some pictures. I'm going to save this till next week. And we'll get through this during the first hour. And then we'll get into our psychopath book. Like, I'm pretty excited about that because, yes, this book has been super mysterious. So many different mysteries happening in here. It's been super awesome. But it hasn't really been scary except for, I don't know, I guess a couple of them have been scary, but I can't wait to get into the psychopath. But yeah, so that's going to be next week. So next week, we have Psychic Chris Garcia on Saturday. We're going to do free psychic readings, so make sure you tune in. I'll share a link right up here where this is, right there. And that way you can call in. If you don't want to show your face, you don't have to. Just use a picture, or, you know, it could say your name and just have blank picture, like a gray and white little cutout guy picture. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can get a free psychic reading, and I swear to God, like, I met Chris about 5, almost 6 years ago. And it was when I first started doing radio, and my boss was Dave Scott from Spaced Out Radio. The reason I got into the, I was sharing my Four Corners Paranormal page, and I was like, Spaced Out Radio, like, I'm spaced out, I can relate. So I started following, and then I met them at a San Francisco UFO conference, and then ended up doing radio on there, which I was like, let me think about it for a bit. And of course the pressure was on. He's like, don't think about it for too long. And so I started doing Psychic Sundays, then I started doing Saturdays and Sundays, and then, of course, we had a falling out because, you know, humans are humans, and that happens. But then I started doing my own thing for We Are Paradox Media, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm thinking I'm going to go early to this next music break, and we'll do that for, I believe it's like, oh, man. I want to say 17, but I think it's like 19. Yeah, it's 19.9. So on this one we have Mr. Jack Hilliard. Holy shit, come on, Jason. Why are you laying down on the job? Just stay up. Just stay there. Jesus, Jason. Okay, so we have Mr. Jeff Hilliard with his 80s ballad, Abandon. And he's from Los Angeles. Like I said, if you haven't seen his videos, check it out on YouTube. Like, he's got some awesome videos. He's won so many awards all over the place. Super proud of this guy. And then we have my best friend, Miss Mia Savage, with her group Antidote for Savages. And she hails from Boise, aka Arizona, hell on earth. She also lives up here in Bayfield sometimes. So, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Left here alone to see my reflection on the wall. Why won't you answer my calls? I gave you my all with the love we made together all night long. I just don't know what went wrong. I rolled the dice 'cause I thought I saw forever in your
right now between fear and love.
Don't
was Miss Mia Savage with her band Antidote for Savages. I love this woman. She's amazing. She's so brilliant, and she's got a lot of stuff going on. She's even getting her wings. That's super exciting. I hope that works out for her. Maybe someday she can fly me away from this place. So we're going to watch a creepy video. So far we've read from John Austen's More of Hollywood's Unsolved Mysteries. And now we're moving on up to some creepy old videos. So if you are listening to us, any place you may be listening to us, you can go over to YouTube or Twitch or even Facebook and watch this video with us. Are you ready? Here we go. This is from, what is his name? That is Impossible. So if you can go over to That Is Impossible, please subscribe because he is amazing. But these are the most mysterious glitch video you will ever see.
Just a few moments.
What is that? Like, that is the crazy I've ever seen in my life.
I see every star in the sky. There's no clouds. There's nothing. But this light
sounds like
keeps
Beethoven.
flashing up the tree.
Don't know what these things are.
Guys, how the airplane not moving is just sitting?
I've seen that too in Arizona. That was creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I'm James LaFur, and you're watching the Impossible Channel.
Hi, James.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a really good compilation of the best and the most unexplained glitch videos out there. Are you guys ready for this one? Well, let's go. Now, I don't know about you, but when it's a beautiful night outside, I usually like to lay down and watch the stars, the moon, and the sky in general, and I keep asking myself if it's really just us, human beings, as a rational and intelligent race in the universe. And I guess that most of the times, lots of people ask themselves this exact question. Is it just us, or is there maybe something else out there? Now, recently, the internet has been completely baffled by this topic for some reason, and there have been several videos popping up on social media and many other places that may be evidence of something else out there.
Oh, man.
I've never seen anything like it. It had a bunch of
one of the most recent videos that have been baffling internet users all over
Could be a Mylar balloon, but I don't think so. Especially at that time of day.
This is what was seen.
I've been at Everett. It stinks. That's just interesting.
That's what it looks like. I've never seen anything like it. It had a bunch of sparkling lights on it and stuff.
At first, what appears to be a balloon hovering very slowly over Everett can be seen. Then, when the person zooms in, we can observe several tiny spots of light shining all over the object. Whatever this thing is, it's not producing any sound as in a drone, so it's not one. And it might just not be a balloon. So what is it?
Yeah, it kind of looks like one though. It's not changing position or anything. It's not darting around.
When a couple of weeks ago, Lucas Villafañez captured something chilling while working at his home. Now, Lucas has a very interesting social media profile, but he usually posts things about his daily life. It has absolutely nothing to do with mysterious, strange, or creepy things caught on camera. But in one specific occasion, Lucas noticed something really strange hovering just next to him. He was able to capture it all on camera, and this...
Yeah, and there's no wires or anything. So weird.
What appears to be a cylinder-type object can be seen hovering just next to Lucas' property. In the video, we can see it flying straight into the woods and disappear. Completely baffled by what he just saw, Lucas stayed there and recorded more videos in hopes of capturing it again.
Había un objeto re raro volando ahí hasta ahí, chabón, derecho. Hacia él, en la cara. Mata, boludo. Dios, metió. Estaba re zarpado, boludo. Capaz que sale de vuelta.
After posting the video to his account, it amassed millions of views and thousands of comments. Internet users were divided and baffled. While some state that this could be a drone or maybe a cable wave of some sort, others left comments saying that this could actually be a mysterious object going into a cave. This is the reason the object disappears straight into the woods.
Whatever the heck you want to call
Lucas
these
did his
days.
best, and he went over to that mountain to find out more. And this is what he captured on camera.
Por el tamaño de los árboles, podemos darnos cuenta de que era bien grande lo que pasó por acá. Pasó por acá y no sé si ahora iba ahí. Parece un teleférico porque cables no hay. Después un dron sería. Esto hace mucho eco y no puede ser que pase un dron sin hacer ruido. Igual que un avión motor lo mismo. Haría igual. Es interpretación. Hay pura mata, no hay lugar para aterrizar nada.
It appears that whatever this thing was, it probably wasn't a drone, and it's not a cable wave, so what is it?
That's weird, that's what that
Lucas
is.
continues climbing the mountain, he finds a cave. It could maybe answer why the object simply disappears. But I don't know, the cave doesn't seem to be as large as the object is. In your opinion, what do you think is going on here? Could it be that this object went into a cave of some sort and vanished inside the mountain?
I'm not saying it's aliens, but I'm saying it's aliens.
Come from? What's your take?
I just said. I'm not saying it's aliens, but I'm saying...
Usually when people are sitting down with friends or family during dinner time and start talking about unexplained topics, it's very interesting how everyone has an unexplained story to tell. The thing is, most of the times, there is a really good explanation to unexplained things caught on camera. Sometimes,
so weird.
There isn't.
Bro, what the is this?
Oh wow.
No.
What the heck?
Bro.
Is that like an old coach or something?
Nobody's supposed to be up there, bro. What the you can't even see his face.
Look at the way he's walking.
Oh my
so weird.
God, bro.
Ain't going down there.
Bro.
Just disappeared.
Bro, what the? No way.
And I guess this is exactly the case with a social media account by the name of ProHoodWinker. She was casually recording a moment in her life during the afternoon when she noticed something really strange, something that neither her or anyone on the internet could explain. This is what she caught on camera.
What's up, guys? I'm watching this video on repeat. Your guys' comments are amazing. And someone just pointed something out that I cannot believe what I am seeing. Alright, you see homeboys walk up to me with the dog, the strange dog, right? But check this out, right here, at 42 seconds, you can see through dude with the glasses as he's walking past the tree. You can see the tree.
Guy number 2 walks away. Not the guy with the dog, but this guy.
Hold up. Almost. As he's walking away. Right there, you see through the tree.
Apparently, Pro Hoodwinker was recording a moment afternoon when these two guys come up to her and start arguing about something. Well, she posted the video to her account, and
maybe that was one of his like army buddies
noticed that the guy
died from the war before or
is
something.
actually see-through, which is basically impossible. Some internet users are stating that this is just a camera glitch due to the effect of the sunlight being contrary to the camera lens. However, even if that were to be a good explanation, it would not explain how we can actually see through the guy in glasses.
Yeah, there's trees and also the
After the video went viral, many internet users were divided. Some believe that this could actually be a glitch in the camera lens, while others think that this is a glitch in the simulation and that there is no explanation to it. So Pro Hoodwinker, in reply to many internet users that were in doubt, posted another video. Now in the second video, we can actually see what she's talking about, and it's very clear. We can actually see through the guy in glasses.
So weird.
Many internet users were left completely baffled by this video, and some suggested this could actually be a legit glitch in the Matrix. I'm not too sure about this. What do you think? Is it actually possible that we're living inside of digital simulation? That this video, for instance, is such a thing, or is it maybe just camera illusion, or maybe something else?
Well, I'm just saying, like, why didn't it happen to anybody else? Just this guy. So I could see he was like an old compadre or ultimate person.
Quite a lot of the past few centuries, there's still a lot we don't know about the universe. For example, the world as we know has three dimensions of space and one dimension of time. There's the mind-bending possibility that there's more dimensions out there. According to string theory, the universe operates with 10 dimensions. That's quite a lot. I mean, what happens in these other dimensions that we don't have access to? The thing is, it could explain the existence of ghosts, spirits, other types of phenomena that we can't explain.
So creepy. Ew.
It may explain this next video that we're about to watch that was recorded in Monterrey, Mexico, of what appears to be some sort of strange interference that happens in the radio every time someone passes this specific place next to an abandoned house.
This is creepy, I've seen this one before.
Se dice que cuando llegas para allá, donde está la cruz, más o menos por donde va la camioneta aquella, se distorsiona este pedo y empieza a sonar la ambulancia. No se sabe si es verdad, bueno, se dice, vamos a pasar por ahí a ver qué pedo. La estación no se ha cambiado, es la misma estación. Por allá está la cruz.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that so weird?
Whatever's going on here, it could be temporary interference caused by some sort of radio signal or a station. However, this phenomenon keeps occurring every time a car passes by this specific location. For instance, this video was recorded years later, and still the phenomenon continues occurring.
Same thing happens. It's so weird.
Ya vemos la cruz ahí. No mames, no mames.
It's so weird.
While some internet users believe it may have to do with some sort of paranormal event linked to an ambulance that crashed in this place in the past, others think it might have to do with a geological formation or electromagnetic interference. I'm not too sure. I think it's quite odd that the sound that we hear really resembles an ambulance. Is it maybe some sort of signal coming from another dimension? What's your take?
I think anything's possible.
Now, I don't know about you, but during summertime, I really enjoy traveling with my family or friends to the beach and just stay for as long as I can. Enjoy the summer, sun, the smell of the rain, beaches and everything else is just wonderful. But there's one thing about summer that really bugs me. And I guess it bugs everyone literally. And those are mosquitoes. And I guess that no one actually likes mosquitoes and spread lots of diseases amongst humans. But they are a part of nature, and I guess that meddling around with their genetics is exactly the best of ideas in the long term, in my opinion. However, recently a video went viral on social media of a man that supposedly found a mosquito, and there was something really wrong about it. This is what he saw.
He's 38.
In the video, a man holds a live mosquito, and in it we can see imprinted somehow the number 36.
Oh, 36.
The video was posted by Reddit user DankPipPiPoy, and he says, any theories about what this is, I somehow doubt that the explanation is as simple as someone wrote tiny 36 on it.
How?
Needless to say, internet users were completely divided about this video. Some say that this is a natural pattern, that the number 36 is just a coincidence, while others state that companies have been studying on genetically modifying mosquitoes. So I immediately began to research the topic, and I found tons of articles actually stating that companies indeed are genetically modifying mosquitoes for several reasons. Anyways, in your opinion, what do you think is really going on? Is this mosquito?
Well, that guy's got a general hand for sure. Like he hasn't squashed the mosquito.
Why so?
And is that actually a mosquito? That looks like some other sort of bug.
Where we see the number 36 because we want to. What's your take?
I don't think that's a mosquito. I think that's something else, but yeah, the number is weird. Is it a drone? I've seen like on police videos where they're going through vents and stuff.
You decide to go camping all alone, which is exactly the smartest decision.
I love camping.
It's close
and
to
fishing.
midnight. And to feel less lonely, you decide to do a live stream to show your viewers exactly where you are, what's going on. And all of a sudden, unexplained phenomena starts happening all around you, and you actually capture that on camera. That's exactly what happened with DB Interactive Media YouTube channel. Now, DB Interactive Media is a channel focused on classic Disneyland attractions, classic Disney cartoons, and things of sort. There are no videos in his entire channel that focuses on unexplained phenomena. This is what he captured on camera.
Campfire war in here. So, hang on. Back it up. I don't know if you guys can see this behind me when I'm doing this here. That is really weird. I'm like, get a little closer. Maybe you'll see it behind me.
I wouldn't go camping by myself. I'm not brave enough.
In the forest here all day, and I see every star in the sky. There's no clouds. There's nothing. But this light keeps flashing up in the trees, different areas. It's really weird, and I don't know how to describe it because it keeps flashing in different areas of the trees. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's higher, and it's higher. What it is? I just hear elk around. It's kind of freaky. All right, let me turn it back. Hang on. Yeah. It is really freaky. I've never seen anything like it.
At a first glance, DB Interactive captures what appears to be two spheres of light shining amidst the trees.
No, did you see it?
Oh, there it is. Yep.
The video goes on for a few more minutes, but DB Interactive isn't able to capture the event fully. A few hours later, he tries to capture it again and does another live stream. This time, things go a bit different.
Again, no lightning, because it's the same area every time, and there's no clouds anywhere. There's a clear sky.
Yeah, and you don't hear thunder.
Yeah, that's a different area.
It's aliens. I'm not saying it's aliens, but I'm saying
that looks like it came up from the ground, and now it's flashing, and then whoa. That if I can zoom in, hang on. Let me see if I can get this zoomed in closer. You guys can see this better. So I can get you the effect here. Hang on. Okay, hang on.
So weird.
I know it's gonna be dark for a second. I don't know. It does look like it's closer. Though that's nothing. That's just amber line that you see those crossing the screen. But you're gonna want. Whoa!
See?
Now did you see what I'm talking about?
For a moment there, he was able to capture it very clear. It looks like as if something is flashing amongst the trees. Now, besides the fact that it really looks like small spheres of light coming from different directions, at one point he's able to capture it coming from the ground. Taking into consideration the entire context, this does not look like a lightning storm. It looks like something else.
No sound at all. Just random flashing, different areas, and it's a big flash, like a big ball of light. Anyway, my point was, this is an area that Travis Walton got abducted in up here.
Yeah, stay away from that light. Don't go there. Just watch from a distance.
Needless to say, this video went viral on YouTube, and many people left comments saying that they experienced similar things. There's even a video that I featured before on this channel in the Amazon forest were able to capture what appears to be a ball of light shining amongst the trees.
That's a UFO.
This time it's
That's 3 lights on one disc.
Check this out.
So creepy. Don't go up to that. Please don't.
Tell me what you think. Have you ever experienced something like this?
No. Not exactly.
From the earliest days of Alexander Graham Bell's invention to the latest iPhone release, mobile phones have become an essential part of our daily lives. With their advanced features and conveniences, it's hard to imagine living without them nowadays. But what if these devices are doing more than just making our lives easier? What if they're actually spying on us?
They take pictures of us all the time.
Nowadays,
if you have an
most people are
iPhone,
already aware that when you're talking
you
to
only see it on
someone, you
IR
have
light.
your phone nearby. If you're talking about a product or a trip that you made, most likely the next day your phone is going to start showing advertisements for those kind of things that you talk about. It's listening to us. Now, what if it's doing more than just listening to us? About a year ago, Bree Thomason accidentally found out through her infrared camera that our phones are taking invisible pictures of us every 5 seconds.
Wild and crazy Friday night findings. We just discovered, which we already knew, that your phone, an iPhone specifically, takes an infrared picture of you with your Face ID every 5-ish seconds. And we looked at it through an infrared camera, and it's pretty wild. Let's show you. Okay, have it on screen? It's not touching anything.
No buttons.
Okay. Infrared lens on the camera. Boom, there was 1. 2. That's so wild. Okay, cover the camera. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Nothing. Oh, it's trying. It's taking pictures of your finger. Okay, move your finger. Ready? Boom.
After being uploaded, the video amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and internet users were completely baffled by this. Is our phone actually spying on us somehow? Needless to say, the next day there were hundreds of videos of people trying the same thing out to see if it actually worked, and surprisingly, in most cases, it did.
So creepy. Why, Apple? Why?
Now remember, this is something that you can't see with the naked eye, so we need an infrared camera to check it out. After the topic became a viral thing, newspapers all over the world were talking about it. The company that produces the phone actually released an official note saying that this is actually an aspect of a certain model of the phone, and this is actually part of the Face ID system and the emoji. In other words, according to the company, this is just a scanning system that checks every 5 seconds
And
if
this
the
is just a
person is
violation
still
of our
there.
privacy.
Otherwise, it would automatically shut the screen off. And even though Apple's explanation is plausible, is most likely what's going on, many people out there were still skeptical about it. Most internet users seem to agree that there's something wrong about the way the system works. One internet user stated, "Isn't that just because your phone's making sure you're looking at it to keep the screen on?" And another user replied, "Well, my phone just closed when looking at it." And another one stated, "There's times I've been thinking of what to type and just staring at the screen and it'll try to shut down." In other words, some internet users are not very confident that this 5-second system is just for Face ID and attention aware. It might actually be for something else either. But there's no evidence or proof of that.
facial recognition.
What would they be doing with our pictures? And where would they be
storing?
But even so, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think is really going on? Do you think that mobile phones may actually be spying on us? Or maybe there's nothing to worry about? Leave a comment down below.
And they're listening. It's weird.
I don't know if you agree with me, but I would say that humans have achieved a lot of advance in a few hundred years. And if you compare nowadays with the old times, well, we know a lot more about the world we live in, the universe in general. We know a lot
more every day.
But still, there are loads of things to learn and things that we can't easily explain.
You see that?
I saw this in Phoenix, Arizona. I swear to God. Plane just sitting there, and I know how fast the plane comes down, how it cruises. We're just there, frozen in the sky. It was crazy. Look at that.
Just to set an example, we know only 20% about the oceans, and we can't dig deeper than 12 kilometers into the Earth's crust. So there's a lot to learn. And I guess that because there's still a lot to learn, some people coin unexplained things as a glitch in the matrix or in the simulation, as if we were living in a digital simulation created by a higher intelligence.
So creepy. I don't like it.
Now, of course, this is just a theory created by some experts who believe that we can't disprove, neither prove, if we're living inside of a simulation, which makes things interesting.
Als ik jullie zeg dat ik dit nooit van mijn leven heb meegemaakt. Er is geen wolk. Waar komt dit vandaan? Wat
Why
is
is it raining
dit?
in one spot? There's no clouds.
Hallo?
Now, of course, this is just an idea, a theory, but there are a few videos out there that actually makes us scratch our heads and ask, are we actually living in some sort of simulation?
Are we? That is weird.
It's the case with the video, for example, that was posted by Reddit user iDriven. His town was hit by a hurricane, and he captured something completely chilling and unexplainable on camera.
Freaking weird. How'd that even do that?
In the video, you can see a tree branch that was broken by hurricane winds. However, there's one thing about this video. The fence is completely intact. How did this occur? In this next video posted by Joseda, we can see what appears to be a couple of unidentified objects in the sky. When all of a sudden this happened.
Weird.
What? What? What was that? You guys. I got that.
Now, Joseda was at a music festival called Lost Lands in Ohio, and some internet users think that maybe because she was in a music festival that these could be laser lights. But taking into consideration several laser light videos coming in from festivals, I don't think this is the case. Now, this isn't the only time that such a glitch occurs in the sky.
Look at it. What the heck?
The hell is that?
It's the others.
Recently in Taiwan, locals were surprised by a mysterious phenomenon. Check this out.
Weird. I have no idea what they're saying, but what the heck? Oh my goodness, what is happening? This is so weird. Is it like a mothership or something? And that's like the streams of where the little babylings or tiny things came out?
In Saudi Arabia, in the middle of the desert, water started pouring out of nowhere.
Geyser! It's probably a buried volcano. I don't know,
Now
that's
this
crazy.
could be a random occurrence. However, the same thing occurred in Saudi Arabia in a different location in the same week.
Pressure of the water running through. What do you guys think?
And not only that, in Japan it happened too, a few days later. A water geyser can be seen rising up to 30 meters high in Hokkaido in the city of Ushamambi.
But geyser's fun. Hokkaido. Weird. Oh my goodness. Right in the middle of a forest. That's insane.
What makes this all very strange is that it happened the same week. So either this is a glitch or there's a very good explanation to it. Have you ever yourself caught a glitch on camera? And in your opinion, what do you think about these glitches? There are some really strange things that can happen to us during our lives, and we usually forget about these things.
Oh, this is so weird when she laughs at trees.
Strange noise that you heard at night that you thought you shouldn't have heard, or a person that you meet at the supermarket that you're pretty sure you've met before. But it doesn't matter how much you make an effort. You can't remember where you met this person from. It's those things that makes us wonder what the heck is really going on here. Well, there's one video that can be found on YouTube by Palacios. In Guatemala, on September 15th, usually schools parade around the city to celebrate their Independence Day. In one particular celebration, something really strange happened. Randy Palacios was able to capture it on camera.
Where'd that guy go? What the heck? Even that guy's looking like... Where'd he go?
At first, it looks like a very normal parade. The band is playing music, the people are there.
I bet that was that kid's dad who passed away.
It's a really beautiful event. However, if you really pay attention, there's something strange about it.
Look how he's always next to that guy. Like, he's proud of his son. He's there with his son. Even though he's on the other side. I hope he sees this video because that would be amazing.
And it's not just you, me, and everybody else that was watching this video that noticed this. You can see a man and his family become perplexed, looking for this man. Where did he go? What happened to him? He simply vanished. Now, after watching this video over and over, I can't seem to understand what exactly is going on here. A glitch in the Matrix or something else.
Unless he fell on the ground or something, but they would have like looked down and been like, "Hey, is this guy okay?"
What do you think happened here? Now, this next video of a roller coaster ride that you're about to watch has a very eerie backstory to it. A glitch in the Matrix or something else, I'm not too sure. It seems that a couple of years back, a girl died in this roller coaster, and to this day, people don't know exactly how to explain some of the occurrences that are registered on camera in this place. Now, in this video, everything seems normal. However, if you observe the girl in the last scene, it appears that her face is glitching, and all of a sudden, she disappears completely without any cuts or edits. I'm gonna play the original video for you
She's like
to
going
watch,
alive to
and
dead,
you
alive
tell
to
me
dead,
what you
alive
think.
to dead, then gone. I wonder if she had a heart attack or something.
Now, if you observe closely, at the end of the video, we can clearly see that only three people are able to fit into this roller coaster ride. However, in the beginning of the video, there were four of them. Now, is this just a camera trick, or is it a glitch in the matrix, or is it something else? Now, I don't know about you, but I am definitely a dog lover. And if you're a dog lover too, you're probably aware of the fact that dogs can sense and hear things that humans can't. Now, taking that into consideration, Brucho Syndicate is a YouTube channel who usually walks his dogs, and his YouTube channel is full of videos of him doing so.
What do I see? I can't believe this.
In one particular video on January 2014, he was walking his dog in the middle of nowhere, just before sunset. He was traveling into vast fields to escape modern and urban life. This is until his dog led him to a frozen pond or maybe a lake. Well, this is where things get really weird, and Brucho Syndicate found himself face to face with a very strange phenomenon, one that to this day, no one has a perfect explanation to what really is going on here. And this is what Brucho Syndicate caught on camera.
That is so weird. It looks like a heart pumping or something. Like, what is that? And then you see a frog going by. So these things are still alive under the water. Generally they'd be frozen in place, but this is an actual warm spot. Is that liquid hot magma? Or is that some sort of life form? Like, what is that?
A breathing hole can be seen inside the frozen lake, and Brucho Syndicate very bravely tries to capture it all on camera. In a certain moment, you can actually see this thing forming a wider hole, as if there's something inside the lake digging its way out. But Brucho Syndicate continues on recording, and this time he zooms in a little bit more, and this is what he sees.
Do you see what I see? A hole, who goes to who knows. Okay, there's another frog. See that frog coming out? Weird. This is an actual hot spot. Otherwise, it'd be frozen over.
What the?
So weird. See? There goes the frog. This frog is just doing laps around the warm spot. But it's weird, doesn't it, like, seem like a heartbeat or something? Super creepy. It's the creature from...
Internet users were completely baffled by this mysterious phenomenon that Brucho caught on camera that day. Some believe it could be a volcano, but Brucho says that in the middle of Europe, where there are no active volcanoes.
Good old geezer!
There was a few internet users that suggested that this could actually be a small meteor crater impact site, along with maybe some sort of mysterious object that was somehow hidden underneath. Other internet users believe this could be actually a hot spring, which kind of makes sense. But Brucho replied to his subscribers that he checked many hot spring videos out there on YouTube, and according to him, they don't look anything like this mysterious phenomenon that he caught on camera.
So creepy.
Needless to say, to this day, this continues on being a mystery, and I have absolutely no idea what it is that Brucho caught. What I do know is that his subscribers asked him to go back there on a summer day, and he did.
I saw this too, and they said it was no longer there, but I still see it. It just doesn't look the same. You still see the hot spot, but it looks a little different.
Here we go.
Why everybody's so creative?
Oh my god, this is so nasty. Like that glowing.
Ew, yeah, walk in that swampy water. Oh yeah, don't that feel nice?
Slimy. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Oh, gross.
Oh man, can't believe nasty. It's like, ooh.
That's so gross.
This place. I see it.
See? It's right there, but it looks different. It looks
looks
kind of like it's forming a brain or
but it seems
some
that
sort
whatever
of
this thing is, it isn't there
fungus
anymore.
or
Which makes this
algae?
even weirder. In your opinion, what do you think is
hotspot
going
algae?
on here?
I don't know, but it's gross. I'd rather walk in that during the winter than during the slimy months.
In today's world, if you live in a big city, you'll notice that in most places there are several CCTV cameras recording what happens all over for people's security and safety. The thing is, most times these cameras are just recording people from one place to another. But in rare cases, these cameras get to record really strange things.
Oh, wow.
And I guess this is what happened in this next video that we're about to watch.
See, I don't get that.
Posted by a Twitter user by the name of TNT17.
I'm TNT.
In this video, we can see people walking on a road late at night at about 12:05 in the morning. This is when one of the people in the video gets too close to the other one and something completely unexplained happens. Check this out.
When attachments go bad. This is crazy. See? Call him. Picks him back up. Come on, buddy, let's go. I just saved your ass. Now you owe me a snack.
Whatever is
that
going
guy
on,
ran
it
away.
seems that this person who appears to shapeshift on camera is not a person after all.
It is.
Never
It's
seen
just got an
anything like this,
attachment.
but internet users suggest that this could actually be demonic possession caught on camera. Now, demonic possession is considered to be real by exorcists and some psychiatrists. For instance, on July 1st, 2016, Richard Gallagher wrote an article about how he became a scientist who actually helped exorcists identify demonic possession.
That'd be a cool job.
So this is actually a thing, and it's taken very seriously. And what's really strange about this video is that if we analyze it closely, it doesn't seem to be edited. The person who jumped on the other one saw something and it ran as fast as possible, as if
Wait, he tried to come back, but he pushed him again. He's like, what the hell?
So everything in this video suggests that it could be the real deal, but I'm not too sure.
Exit stage left, stage right even. I'd say that's an attachment, but it's actually protecting him. That's cool.
Now just imagine the following situation. You're walking your dog, and all of a sudden you look up to the sky and you see an object falling from space. This is sort of what happened with TikToker PME Sasso when he was able to record this strange phenomena on camera. This is what happened.
Yeah. Look at that streak. Well, that's just a jet stream. It is.
OMG, up there looking. Where'd he go? I'm running loud.
This TikToker was lucky enough to even capture this on camera because it's not something that you're prepared to tape. You can see an object falling very fast. Now this is not all. Moments after, aircrafts can be seen following its path.
Usually you'll see jets, sometimes helicopters. But mostly jets because those mofos are pretty fast. So yep, there you go, there's your jets. I have a couple videos. Well, it's supposed to be one video, but I had to stop it during filming, but jets came in after those UFOs I got.
What do you think is really going on here?
I think I need to see the
nights happened, my grandfather was much younger. I remember him telling me that he bought a blue car in a dealership. He was really happy about it. So he drove the car home, and he was pretty sure the car was blue. When arriving home, he got out of the car, and the car was yellow. He was baffled by it, and he couldn't just get around this story, so he told everyone about it. The thing is, at the time, people just thought my grandfather was crazy. But the thing is, every day thousands of people live through something similar. Something they can't quite explain. Scratch their heads, they go back home, and they remain sleepless, thinking about it for days.
Oh gosh.
Goat! What are you doing, goat?
That plane is still.
I'm telling you, that's what I saw in Arizona. I was going over an underpass, or there's a highway or something going above me. I was sitting there, go through it, still sitting there. Should have landed by now.
After 1999, The Matrix was released, the topic of maybe living inside of a digital simulation became something bigger. It became a trend. And all of a sudden, there was this possibility that maybe we are living inside of a simulation. And maybe sometimes the simulation glitches for some unknown reason.
It's like he's got a magnet.
Look at this. It's almost fake looking.
But it's just a theory, and we can't prove it or disprove it. A couple of weeks ago, Mad Cowboy was waiting for his friend at a store inside his car. Realized that he was face to face with one of the most chilling and strangest glitches ever. He was able to capture it all on camera, and
check this out. This is
how it all started. Check this out.
Guys, this girl keeps repeating the same thing over and over. She's going to get out of her car. Watch her. She's done this three times. She's going to get out of her car. She's going to walk around the front.
Her clothes are disheveled.
She's going to get in the passenger side. All right,
and she's not wearing shoes.
This is super creepy. I don't know
You
if
should
it's
see
like a
like
glitch or what. Now
the
she's going
dirt
to
on
get
the
out.
bottom of her
She's
feet.
going to
It's
walk
so
around the
weird.
back of the car. Okay. She's going to walk around the back of the car, and she's going to get in. She's done this three times. She does it every 10 minutes. I'm just sitting in the parking lot. Now she's going to look to the right, and then she's going to go. Now, whenever she leaves, she's going to go over here, and then she's going to take a right and leave out of the park. Like, the first two times, I'm like, what is going on? Now she's going to go, and she's going to go to the highway over there. Sure enough, she goes out to the highway over there, takes a right, and then heads back. So in about 5 minutes, she's going to be back, and she's going to keep repeating the same pattern.
For some mysterious reason,
That'd be so
this
freaking
woman
weird.
keeps repeating a pattern, and Mad Cowboy actually noticed that while waiting for his friend at a store. He goes inside the store to record the woman doing the repeated pattern once again, and this is what happens.
Just to prove to you guys that I wasn't crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Watch, she's going to get out, she's going to walk around the car, sit on the other side.
See, no shoes.
She's done the
Shovel
same
clothes.
pattern. She's done this 5 or 6 times.
Take me to the palace.
Get out, walk around the back of the car.
This is so weird.
Somehow intrigued about this mysterious glitch, Mad Cowboy decides to go and talk to her to see if he could somehow get her out of this mysterious loop. And
break the
this
cycle.
is what happened next. Check this out.
Guys, she's back. All right, out of respect for her, I'm not going to show her face, but I'm going to see if I can break the pattern.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? Hey, I'm just sitting here and I saw you kind of doing the same thing over and over. And I was wondering about stuff.
Turn down the music.
After approaching the woman, she replies back something that I can't exactly hear.
And she said, "I'm okay."
If you can, please leave a comment. The thing is, he goes back to his car, and he records her leaving for the last time. Completely baffled by it,
Hopefully
he goes
it's the
back
last
to
time.
living his
Hopefully he broke the
normal and
cycle.
regular life.
Jesus.
However,
At least she puts her
that
seatbelt
same
on.
evening, 8 hours later after this event, this happens. Check this out.
Now I'm at the light, and there is this girl with her mother. What is going on today? Like, how can this even be?
Her mom's like, what took so long?
Like, why are all these things
After Mad Cowboy posted the video to his social media, millions of views and thousands of comments were pouring in, and people were confused. Some people believe that this is a legit glitch in the Matrix that maybe he caught on camera, while others think that the girl has some sort of OCD. Now, if you don't know what OCD is, it's an obsessive-compulsive disorder that is characterized by unreasonable thoughts and fears and obsessions that lead to compulsive behaviors, and it's more common than most people would imagine. The thing is, there are degrees of this OCD. Some people have more OCD than others, and the list goes on. The thing is, what many internet users noticed is that for some mysterious reason, the woman is barefoot. And not only that, there are other strange patterns in the video that if you notice, it would possibly point to the fact that maybe this is not OCD, maybe this is something else entirely. But I'm not exactly sure what. In your opinion, do you think this could actually be some sort of glitch in the Matrix? Or is it maybe that she has some sort of OCD? The thing is, how do you explain Mad Cowboy running into her once again the same day, 8 hours later?
She didn't get out and walk around her car at the
is this
stoplight.
just a big coincidence, or is there something else to it? What's your take? What do you think is really going on here? Is this a glitch, OCD, or maybe something else entirely?
There's a scratch on your CD you're trying to play in your PS3 or PS4 or whatever.
I remember when I was
you're playing.
much younger, I used to watch superhero movies and ask myself if one day I would also have superpowers. As I grew up, I found out it wasn't exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's okay because it basically happens with everyone. Or almost everyone. In this video, for instance, Jeff Janich was walking his dog in Russia in the woods. When all of a sudden something catches his dog's attention.
Come here.
He followed his dog and what happened next left him speechless.
Run, my child!
He comes upon what appears to be a mother and a daughter supposedly levitating hidden in the middle of the woods. Throughout time, there have been many people who have shown to have some sort of superpower, from Buddhist monks levitating and changing their body temperatures, to Wim Hof withstanding extreme cold temperatures. There are people out there who have superhuman powers. To this day, experts can't explain.
It's amazing.
Now what I find interesting is that most of these superhumans claim to use some sort of altered state of mind to achieve most of these abilities. It's as if they have
I'll take a copy to go.
the human brain somehow.
Is that good? Not in my car.
All of light, that awareness, and consciously move it to any area of the mind that you want to go to. And if somebody or something is pulling that awareness to an area of the mind that you don't want to go to, you use your willpower and your powers of concentration.
Now, if this is the case, then maybe it would help explain some really strange videos out there.
She's miraculous. You don't mess with that girl. Hey, don't burn that witch. You better knock it off, dude.
Even if Isaac Luna started posting strange and odd videos to social media.
Oh, this is pretty awesome. You guys gotta see this.
Videos of him doing these daily chores.
Establish my territory. He knows his territory.
Or exercising his body and mind. This is until last week, when his subscribers noticed something odd. This, for instance, is the first video where things start to get strange with Isaac's account.
And there's other books too, but This is so trippy. Like, what?
That's the movie. Looks so bad. If you have any questions, let me know. But everyone should be able to do this, man.
When I first watched this video, I was pretty sure that this man was somehow levitating using some sort of camera
Yeah, like I could see if you put your feet into some sort of loft or something, you can do it that way if you were strong enough with your core and stuff, but this is like off your aura.
Green screen,
Insanity, like that energy field that goes around.
This is when Isaac posted his second video in a
different
setting,
in different places.
in his backyard.
This is insane.
Check this out.
Dude, you're gonna get an aneurysm. I'm also wondering, what is he chewing on?
However,
what's your mouth, boy?
Isaac is doing this, he left most of his viewers baffled. But still, there were people who thought he was using some sort of green screen or special effect. Isaac then posted a third video in the grass, in the middle of his backyard, not touching any wall.
This is insane, I'm telling you.
Check this out.
Freaking insane. No! Yeah, like I said, remember that book. Look that up. And let me know, does it work for you? I just don't have time because I got kids, but... Ready? Do it. Do it.
Focus.
Focus. That's insane. Where's my IR camera or something? Like your demon guys like lifting you up and shit? Like, this is insane.
As Isaac posted more of these videos, it became stranger by the day.
It blows my mind.
If it's a trick or not, no one knows how he's doing it. People all over the world were trying to do the same thing on TikTok and Instagram without any success. And to prove that he wasn't using any green screen, Isaac posted a fourth video showing his backyard. He also posted a couple of the methods that he's using to achieve this ability. The books that he's reading, the Tesla coil that he bought.
So go back and pause this and look this book up. Let me know what you find.
Every day. Whatever it is going on here, I'm pretty sure that it should be a trick, but no one has figured out how it is.
Maybe do 5 hello dollies? That's probably it.
In his last video, we can see clearly he's not using any rope of any sort or green screen special effect. Check this out.
If I can do that, that's gonna be awesome. This is insane. You gotta protect your knuckles. Get that out of there. Alright, ready? I'm talking about? Ready? Here we go. This is so crazy. Focus.
Live.
That's insane. This just trips me out so hardcore. Like, it makes no sense to me.
How is it that Isaac is doing this? If it was supposed to be some sort of elaborate trick, there would be hundreds, thousands of people maybe doing the same thing on TikTok and Instagram, and this isn't the case. So what's going on here? Is this maybe the real deal? Is it some sort of glitch in the simulation, or is it some sort of superpower?
I just don't freaking know.
What's your take?
This is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this.
Exactly. You guys go to That is Impossible. And this video is called The Most Mysterious Glitch videos that you will ever see. And I'm telling you, this stuff is trippy. But, oh my goodness, we totally went over time. I didn't realize it. It's like 5 minutes after 10. Oops. My Spreaker and Spreaker goes to so many different venues. It's insane. Oh, we actually have a couple minutes. This is perfect. Everything's just lining up. Everyone's so creative. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into me, TessaTNT, tonight on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. It was an honor and a pleasure having you here hanging out with me, even if I don't know your name. I see you. I see you out there. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Facebook, KPNL Radio, eTalk Radio, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Did I mention YouTube? If you don't mind, go over there. Mosey on over there. Subscribe, like, leave us comments, whether good, bad, whatever you think. Thank you, wherever you are listening. Beyond the Omniverse tonight, I had a wonderful time. Can't wait to do it again next week. We have Psychic Chris Garcia on next Saturday. It's going to be freaking epic. Make sure you come in. We're going to have the link below on how you can call in. If you don't like to be on camera, you don't have to. Just turn your camera off. Put your little avatar guy down there. Whether it's your favorite picture or something pretty cool that shows who you are. And then after that, of course, we're going to have story time because that's our Sunday genre. Don't forget, you guys, we are all in this together. Together, we can make the world better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media because without you, there is no us. Please don't work too hard this weekend and, take everything with a grain of salt. Let it run off your back like water off a duck's back. Just let it go. Until next time, night-night, love and light. To all my youths out there, hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And, like I said, don't work too hard. And I will see you back here. Same crazy-ass time, same crazy-ass place. Bye. Don't forget to vote!